What is up, guys? Rick Kackis here. Thank you so much for stopping by, and today I whipped out the face cam once again because I'm doing another episode of I Rate Your God Rolls. I have a community Discord. If you want to join, it's linked in the description down below, and I asked the members to send me their best, most used, what they think are the utter God rolls in their collection, so I can tear them apart. So are we gonna find some absolute trash or some absolute treasure? Well, let's get started. But by the way, you may be wondering, oh, yo, what's that drip? That is the 1 milli club hoodie, baby, from that boom advanced GG, woo, and hecka exclusive, and came out with, oh, what's this? The Kackis Kiwi Lime Focus flavor? Cop some, link to the description. Now, let's get started here with the first God roll. We got North Alex coming in here with the Trophy Hunter 2.0, or so he claims. Now, some of you may know my frankly unhealthy obsession with the Trophy Hunter back from Season of Dawn, the last season sunset before they removed sunsetting. And this is actually true. So the Frozen Orbit is actually a pretty rare Crucible snipe rifle in the fact that it doesn't drop that often, but it does have a phenomenal PvE roll that we're seeing here with triple tap combined with Vorpal weapon for more boss DPS and then an extended mag. And that is exactly what the Trophy Hunter used to have. So I think a lot of people are going after the PvP version of this weapon, but yeah, there's a great PvE roll as well, so don't skip it. Moving on from there, the next God roll we got here is one from Colby's saying, I thought the Aikilos SMG was going away, so I wanted a new one. It's also pretty cool to both a kinetic and an energy SMG that is as useful as these. Well, I mean, I'm kind of confused with the last part, but yeah, this is a fantastic weapon. In fact, this is the roll that I want that I haven't been able to get. The Extraordinary Rendition combined with Overflow, a phenomenal PvE perk, doubling your magazine size, instantly reloading it when you pick up some special, and Frenzy. I have one with Overflow and Rampage, but I really do like the Frenzy perk. I like how easy it is to keep active. Like once you activate it, as long as you're damaging enemies once every 7-ish seconds, it stays active, which is so easy to do with, you know, doubling your magazine and this type of SMG. So really good roll. Only thing, needs that extended mag because that is directly influenced by that overflow doubling effect, right? Next up, we got Clean Fabric coming in here with love this roll. It feels so consistent in the Crucible. 10 out of 10. Perfect rating. And it's a picture of the palindrome. Now, I am definitely waiting on doing my video on the palindrome for when Grandmasters come out. Why talk about the palindrome when you can get the Adept palindrome and get more stats all around? The ability to slot Adept mods. We got Icarus slot here, but Adept Icarus gives you more range as well. Why would you settle? But this is still a phenomenal roll. We've got Quick Draw plus Rangefinder, and we've also got Ricochet rounds for that monstrous stat increase. I mean, look at the stats of this weapon. They're all fantastic. Like, range is incredible, and stability is also great, and stability is extra great when you look at the range. Usually you have a bit of a trade-off, but not here. I cannot wait to start farming GMs for the best of the best version of this thing. And next up, Lissel coming in here and saying, the heavy attack and chain reaction procs can make Warmind cells with Wrath, and Sword has a high base impact stat for good swing damage. And what we see here is the new Trials of Osiris sword, the Soulless Scar, so you guys can grind for that in 3 months when they re-enable Trials. But what we have is Relentless Strikes for getting your ammo back, and then Chain Reaction. Now that Chain Reaction perk has proven itself to be a mainstay on mainly the Scavengers Salvo, whatever it's called. You know, the Ritual Grenade Launcher. Like, the ability to hit some enemies and have that guy explode, which then kills the other guy, and then that guy explodes. It's really, really good. And this present on a sword that has that ranged heavy attack means that you can basically have a sword that's used as a grenade launcher and or rocket launcher. And like Liz is saying here, when you do proc the solar explosions from Chain Reaction and you have the Wrath of Rasputin Warmind Cell mod, that spawns Warmind cells. That's a really powerful feature. Next up, we got CThulhu for Kids coming in here and saying this boy slaps in PvE, and it's an Astral Horizon. You don't often see Astrals and PvE in the same sentence, but what we have here is one with Dual Loader and then Demolitionist. I ain't too sure about this one, Chief. Now, I am the biggest Demolitionist fan there is. I absolutely love that perk, but you're telling me you're using this over a Heritage? Baby, what is you doing? That's definitely not the way to go. This archetype just does not put out enough damage in a PvE environment. And wait one sec. Does this guy have light mag over extended mag for a PvE role? What do you need, that +5 range to kill a thrall? What? Baby, what is you doing? Get this off my screen. I gotta go to something better. Okay, next up we've got ControllerPlayer saying, my first roll of the bottom dollar, and I'm just happy that I don't need to play Gambit anymore. So, his first ever, I've been grinding Gambit for hundreds of hours trying to get a bottom dollar. Let's see what this guy has. Oh, Killing Wind and Rampage. First ever roll. Anyways, we got Velixi coming in here saying this roll is super good in PvE when I need a pretty powerful hand cannon to take out larger targets. And it's a true prophecy with Overflow and Rampage. Now, again, this is often overlooked. Everyone is talking about 120s in PvP, but certainly Overflow plus Rampage is a phenomenal combo for PvE, and he is right. If you are doing especially a little bit higher level content and you need your hand cannons to still be functioning at those longer, like 120 ranges, this is something that you should definitely look into. And remember, True Prophecy from Season of the Worthy is going to be that season where you can infuse indefinitely moving forward. So definitely something that I think is going to go up in value. And next up, we've got MDS Numbers saying why I like it. The new Iron Reach perk gives me a lot of range but ruins stability. However, there is steady rounds and dynamic sway reduction. This gun is stable as heck and can compete with the range of 750 RPM SMGs. And it's a multi-mac, the new Iron Banner SMG. And this is interesting because this is the exact role I talked about in my video of these weapons, saying if you're going to make Iron Reach work, you need dynamic sway reduction and steady rounds to make up for that massive decrease in stability. And it sounds like, at least for him, that is working. So you do have an SMG, a 900 RPM SMG, that can extend its range a lot further than people are going to expect. Now, moving on from there, Unnoticed Character comes in and says, got this shadow price today, and the Firefly on this makes it work wonders for ad clear, going to keep this one for a while. Now, I don't know what it is, but I keep getting sent pictures of shadow prices with Firefly. In fact, Velixi sent me one with also Killing Wind and Firefly, and like 2 people on Twitter sent me that same roll, Killing Wind with Dragonfly, it should be, not Firefly. And guys, I don't get it. That is not that good of a roll. Dragonfly is not that good in PvE. Like, it just isn't. It's an okay option for when there is nothing else. But the Shadow Price can get one for all, which is a fantastic PvE perk and really easy to activate on an auto rifle. And then, what are you doing here with Surplus and Killing Wind? You don't need Killing Wind to outrange a Boomer Knight. Like, you don't. You need it in PvE to outrange the 120 guys with their Godroll Igneous Hammers. So, for the Shadow Price, if you want a PvE roll, Dragonfly is not what you're going for, and neither is Killing Wind or Surplus, because you can actually get Overflow in that same perk slot, which would be phenomenal. Like, Overflow plus one for all, mwah, chef's kiss. Stop sending me these Dragonfly rolls. They're not that good. Anyways, next up we've got LUTNIK with, despite the 120 meta, pair this with a Chaperone or a Dead Man's Tail, and the stickiness and speed of this thing truly gets it to shine. And it's a Waking Vigil, the new one, the reissued one, with ricochet rounds, plus rangefinder, plus opening shot. That is a fantastic, like, holy crap. That, if this was still a 150, oh, this would be a meta. Like, this is a phenomenal roll. Now, of course, it being a 140, it really does hurt it. He does make a good point that these do have a lot of aim assist still and stuff like that, but, you know, this is something I'm interested in. That is truly a fantastic god roll, but just this archetype in this meta with Igneous Hammers hitting from as far as they are, I wonder about. Speak of the devil, Raven JACQUELINE here with this gun letting me 3-tap people at 48 meters, which is really insane to think about, especially with Killing Wind and Rampage pushing that barrier. It easily is the most consistent thing I have ever used, and yeah, it's an Adept Igneous Hammer with Killing Wind plus Rampage plus high caliber rounds. Yep, that's what it is. And look at the range of this thing. It is nearly maxed out. Like, what the actual crap? That is insane. And again, that is pushing so many other options out of the Crucible. Like, good luck with your shadow price against this guy's Igneous Hammer absolutely slapping from ranges you can't even dream of. Next up, we've got Band of PV saying auto-loading and Vorpal GGEZ. And I agree, because the Sleepless with that Shattered Throne Dungeon roll, which has Vorpal, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, Vorpal is fantastic. It actually does more damage when shooting a boss than Cluster Bomb, and a little bit less than Lasting Impression. But Lasting Impression has some huge problems against ads. Like, you'll shoot guys and they'll die before it even explodes. They'll move around. Ads will move out of the way. So Lasting Impression is the utter, like, boss damage roll. But Vorpal is, like, just below it, but way, way better against the ads because it functions like a normal rocket. So I really like the Sleepless, and this is a phenomenal roll. I think instead of auto-loading, having a field prep for those extra reserves is also like a really good roll. This guy even has impact casing for more direct impact damage. That's truly insane. This is one of the best rockets you should all be going for, seriously. And so guys, that's it for roasting people's god rolls and getting sick with jealousy for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, found it informative, and if you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter. That's linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.